Welcome everybody to Command Combat Battle Reports, and today we have Kitten Wars. That's right, I said Kitten Wars. And what exactly is Kitten Wars? Well, it's going to be Star Wars Legion, but with kittens added into the mix. You don't see them right now because they're resting up to get ready for their big fight, and I'm going to let them do that because we don't want them to destroy everything before we actually get started. But this game is going to involve the kittens, not just as cute little accessories, but they are going to affect the game. So no matter, whatever they touch, whatever they knock over, affects the game. So if they knock a die roll, or if they affect a die roll, that is the way that the dice rolls, and so it has that effect. If they knock over a figure, well, that figure is stunned and won't be able to take an action that turn, etc., etc. If they move terrain, the terrain is moved. All of that, and Snowball right now is trying to become part of the show, but unfortunately you are not part of the show. We are going to have two little cute little tiny kittens in this one named Pirate and Ninja, so there will actually be that adding to it as well. There will be the Pirate versus Ninja. Who will win? We'll bring them in between each turn, but for right now we have just the forces, so they can at least be set up for the game to start. Let's take a look at the forces, not just Snowball, but over here we have the Rebels, and it's going to be 600 points versus 600 points, so it's a little bare bones. We've got Leia with Luke, and Leia's going to have a steamed leader. You have two units of Rebel troopers. One has an extra trooper, the other one has the Ion trooper, and a couple of ATRTs that are vanilla, so they're not going to be particularly effective. And then you got regular Rebel commandos and the Rebel commando with a sniper. So when they don't come with anything, I guess that's referred to as naked. So we have a lot of naked troops on the force. Anyway, on the field, rather. All right, and then over here we have Lord Vader and his troops. And Vader has saber throw, force choke, and force push. And a couple of naked stormtroopers. And yes, they are completely naked without any additions or anything like that. But I guess they are wearing armor. So it's kind of like the Scottish with the kilts. We got the ATST there, and again, naked, and speeder bikes. Without any additional things. We're going to be doing intercept the transmissions in clear conditions, and it's going to be a major offensive. You can already see the troops are placed on both sides as a major offensive. You can see it's just majorly offensive. And over here is intercept the transmissions. The troops need to get up to there, and on turns 2, 4, and 6, they are scored at any of those locations. So we're going to take our first turn, and then we shall release the Krakens. We just realized after doing the intro that we hadn't placed the speeder bikes yet, so we placed those, and I'm going to take this opportunity to show where everybody is. So the speeder bikes are over here, along with the ATST. They're set up along that side of the field, while Vader is here with all of his stormtroopers. And again, there aren't that many, but this is only a 600-point game, and Vader selfishly took all the points for himself. It is the Lord of Darkness after all. Anyway, okay, over here we have ATRT showing this flank, or at this flank. We have some infantry right there at the cave entrance. We have a sniper at a cave entrance. Then we have we have the unit of commandos over here with Leia, unit of infantry there with Luke, and the ATRT, the other ATRT, taking up the other flank. And that is the Rebel setup. And there's the Imperial setup. Who shall win? Only the kitties will know. The first turn is over, and the kittens are loose. Here we have Pirate and Ninja, so the light side and the dark side. We'll see what they do while we go through what happened in the turn. As you can see, the speeder bikes raced over this direction, right where the Rebels are kind of getting themselves set up with an ATRT. They have one of their trooper units at the building ready to climb up it, and also the commandos there too, so they have the option to go up. You have Luke in there with them, Leia with the commandos, and Pirate is eating the trees now, and so both kittens are eating the trees. Well, it looks like the forest has expanded itself. Let's look over here at what's going on with Vader and the stormtroopers. They're moving up to this hill. You notice there hasn't been a lot of killing this turn. That's because they're mostly out of range. However, Vader has gotten sniped by this sniper inside this hill. Sniper, stop sniping. You can just see his barrel sticking out of there. That means he is a good sniper. Meanwhile, the troopers are moving up here, and it looks like the ATST has fallen on his face. We'll probably give him some kind of penalty there, but he didn't. Actually, it's kind of fragile. I didn't really take that much into account just because it's not glued together. So the whole thing isn't knocked down, so I'll probably just set that back up. The boxes are being moved around a bit, So that'll be it for the kittens right now. We are going to move on to turn 2. I forgot to mention before that you may notice that the commandos and the sniper are a little further forward than they should have been based on their placements. That's because we had forgotten that they were supposed to get a free move during setup. So anyway, I'm forgetting rules all over the place. I normally forget them, but these two are, well, helping forget it. I'm sort of concentrating on a few things here, and they are taking down that ATST. That could be trouble.
To begin this game, the rebels choose a bombardment while the Imperials do an assault. An Imperial assault, if you will. True FFG fans will get it. The rest of you, never mind. The bombardment is brought down, so we roll in the kitten box. Remember, the roll can be affected by the kitten, and due to pirates' interference, it results in only 1 hit. But they are also suppressed. The ATST fires at the rebel troopers, pirate rolls the dice, and it results in 3 hits. The rebel troopers scramble up the wall and fire at the speeder bike, taking 1 down. The other races around the side where it fires at the ATRT. He does 2 damage, but the commandos fire back, doing 1 point of damage. The ATRT fires at the stormtroopers, taking 1 down, but they get to the communications array.
Alright, the Mouncers are back, but I'm not sure for how long, because apparently they are, yep, the ninja is apparently freaked out by that, and, oh, no, Pirate's not, Pirate is never afraid. He's gonna go after the, what do you call it, one of the stations, one of the radar stations, so, alright, while he attacks that, I'll show you what happened. Actually, you can kind of see it as it's going along. Actually, I don't want it to be damaged, though, so, alright, let's do that. Alright, over here, starting from this side, the rebels, actually, man, it went one at a time. Oh, no, he's got Leia! Oh, my God, Leia, no! Alright, so the rebels came up here, one of them climbed up, or they climbed up to here, actually one of the trooper units climbed up to there, shot one of the speeder bikes, the other one came back around here, got shot up by some units, then hit by Luke Skywalker, freeing up this ATRT to go running around. He's going up behind the ATST over there. Over here we have the commandos came over, they were involved in shooting the speeder bike. They had really wounded quite bad. Leia came over, actually she's down right now, but she had sent a barrage down from her car down on the Imperial troops. These rebel troopers got shot by the ATST, but the other team running up here, and looks like they have gotten knocked down by Pirate, who is now going after the boxes. This ATRT came running across the field, shot down some of the Imperials over here. Darth Vader got in behind his troops to take cover from the sniper. The sniper took down a couple of Imperial troops, and Pirate has now done sufficient damage to the field. He feels sufficiently, what do you call it? He's wreaked enough havoc for today. I'm a little like Elmer Fudd here, I can't think of words. Anyway, I'm a writer. Alright, we're going to go on to the next turn. And we decided on the punishment of what will happen to troops that have been knocked down by the cats, rather than them being stalled or anything. I mean, that might cause rule problems and stuff, but instead what it'll mean is that one of their actions are gone. So they're going to stand up where they are, wherever they got moved to, also that's where they are. So these guys were behind cover, but because of cat rules, they are now out in the open, right where that ATST can see them. Same with Leia, and this guy right here, the commandos have lost one of their actions. The Imperials, though, have not lost any actions because they did not get knocked around by Kitten. They've just lost a lot of stormtroopers.
Now the rebels play No Time for Our Sorrows, so their troops can get behind cover after the kittens outed them. And the dark side plays Master of Evil, so they get suppression. The rebels shoot at the ATRT and get a couple of hits. The stormtroopers and ATRT exchange fire, and the ATRT gets the better of it. Vader hurries forward and throws his lightsaber, damaging the ATRT. Vengeance for the stormtroopers.
End of the turn, and we lost one of our cats. Ninja's just not having it, and it looks like Pirate's gonna run off with him. Are you gonna do any damage before you go? Nope, he's going. Alright, well, let's take a look at this turn. This was exciting enough without it. These guys shot up at the ATST and got 2 ions on him, so they damaged him twice, and he froze basically for his entire turn. That gave the rebels a chance to run up on it, so the ATRT ran up behind it. Luke is kind of running up between it and Vader, who's over here. He's kind of going with both sides here, looking to see what direction they're going to go. As you saw, these guys shot at the ATST, didn't do anything. Commandos ran over here. The sniper took a pot shot at Vader, and Vader had on a dodge, and you can see the result. There was one hit So it bounced right back and killed the sniper's escort. So the sniper's still there, but the escort is gone. As you can see, Vader has run up to this ATRT, has thrown his lightsaber, did 2 damage. The ATRT had killed off one of the stormtroopers, but of course they are a dime a dozen. They get killed quite easily. And Leia has run up behind these boxes to help out in this endeavor. On to turn 4. Okay, so this is the price of gaming with kittens. Yeah, this probably wasn't a very good idea, because this is kind of what happened to the board. One of them got freaked out, and yeah, this was the result. So, time for cleanup. Okay, after a little debacle, these are the cards that were chosen. It's going to be Somebody Has to Save Her Skins and Implacable.
Vader runs up to the ATRT and takes it down. The rebel troopers continue to damage the ATST, also hitting it with their ion cannon. The stormtroopers fire at Leia and shoot like stormtroopers. The rebel stormtroopers do as well, firing at Vader. Luke comes to their aid, and Leia shoots her dad from the side, actually doing substantial damage to him.
End of turn 4, and we're doing this without kittens because they're kind of on a timeout. I can't imagine why. Anyway, the RTRT ran up and kicked the ATST in the butt. Yes, you heard me right. He ran and kicked him in the butt. He has, he kicks better than he shoots without an attachment. In fact, he has impact with that. So I'm just picturing this little guy running up and kicking this big guy in the butt, getting impact for that, and another impact for hitting the ATST in the rear. It's kind of an odd rule with them, but I'll take it. The rebels over here shot down. Well, actually, before I talk about them, I need to talk about Darth Vader, who ran up here, destroyed the ATRT, had the Master of the Force, Implacable card played, so he got another turn. So he ran up here, threw a lightsaber, killed one of those guys. They had already shot and disabled the ATRT, so they had done what they were going to do, and that it basically stopped the turn yet again. So he was mad about that, so he threw his lightsaber, took out one of them. Luke is running up here to take him on. Meanwhile, everybody started unloading on Vader. Leia got a hit in, the commandos shot in there, and these guys actually got 3 hits on him, just really massive. That's what happens when he just goes to kill everybody, but doesn't do any dodging, doesn't do any deflecting. So he's got 1 hit point left. He also got sniped from over here. So basically everybody let loose on him. The stormtroopers fired from over here, but were about as useful as ever. And now it's the end of the 4th turn, so the rebels got 2 more points for these, so they are now at 4, and the Imperials are at 2. What will happen? Will the kittens come back? We'll just have to see. What do you think, Patches?
Now the rebels play Son of Skywalker, while the Imperials play Ambush. The Imperials get the first turn. With the initiative, Vader runs up to the rebel troopers and slices them up for stalling the ATST. Then it is Revenge of the Jedi as Luke runs up and uses his 2 attacks to slice up Vader. He can no longer harm anybody. The ATRT runs up to the side of the ATST and kicks it in the butt. This gets the attention of the ATST, who turns and kicks it back, but with bigger legs. The sniper fires from his hole, taking out the last of the stormtroopers.
And that will do it for us here at Kitten Wars. You can see Pirate is looking over the battlefield. His side her side has won. We still had another turn, but the Imperial player called it because there's only 1 piece left on the board, and it really can't do much in terms of, it's a powerful piece still, but in terms of all of these rebel units being able to take over the position. So what do you think of that, Pirate? You happy that your team won? Because we figured that the ninja was the Lord of Darkness, so she was of course the Imperial player. But anyway, remember, these kittens are up for adoption. You can find where they're for adoption in the description below. But be sure to subscribe to see more of this nonsense and other videos. Thank you for watching our nonsense, and happy gaming, everybody.
Did you enjoy this? Then thumb us and be sure to subscribe. You can see where to adopt these and other awesome cats in the description below, where you'll also find a link to our Patreon, and where you can buy a great sci-fi book in the vein of Star Wars as well. Hope you enjoyed it, and happy gaming, everybody!